Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on which part of the world you are seeing this video from. This is Enuani Cultural Forum, and my name is Onwordi Ngozi Chukwuka. And with me today is my beloved wife. Please introduce yourself.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nwanneamaka Onwordi. Thank you.
Okay, so she missed out a part which says that her name was Nwanneamaka Isichei before she now married me and changed to Onwordi, both Igbo names. I've always told you during my videos that my wife, Nwanneamaka, is a descendant of the Benin people who settled in Benin Kingdom. Now, we usually make jokes of it, that there are Benin people who settled in my community, were assimilated, and are now part of the people of Benin Kingdom. On her own, being a person who likes research, conducted her own personal research to document the history of her own people, their migration history, and how it came to be today. Today, I would like her to discuss a little about the history of her own family lineage to you.
Okay, just like you said, I missed out the part I was supposed to introduce myself properly. So my name is Nwanneamaka Isichei before I got married to my husband here and became Nwanneamaka Onwordi. So just like he said also, every time he tells me that we are from Benin, I don't really feel comfortable about it. Although I've heard my parents, especially my father and his brothers, talk about it, but I did not really understand how we came from Benin. So after a long time of procrastinating, I decided to go back home, meet my uncle and ask them questions. So I met with one of my uncles, Mr. Nwafo Joseph Isichei. That's my father's older brother. And he told me, from what he was told, how we came from Benin, how our forefather Ije, who actually came from Benin, he said he came from Benin and he was in Ubuluku for a long time. And he was known for sculpting, yes. That's what he was known for. That's what he was doing at the palace for a long time. And then from what he said, I think he came with his wife. I didn't understand that part clearly, but they had a child. They had a son, Ijoma. So that son...
Sorry to interrupt you before you add. The son's name was Joma.
Joma, yes. So that son, Joma, married the king's daughter, the daughter of Obiolise, that's the Obi of Ubuluku then, married the king's daughter, that's, her name is Amishai. So he married Amishai and they had 3 children. They had Nwaka, they had Chejine and Mode. So I know you're going to ask where it is in this. I'll come to that. Nwaka is the first son, then Chejine and Mode. In my lineage, Idumwije, where I am from, these core names brought about the other names, the other families that will have in my lineage.
So now, having listened to this very beautiful explanation, as a researcher, I have also researched and read thoroughly about the history of the people of Idumwije. In fact, we call them Idumuidu because they are not only resident in Umwije quarters of Akko. Some of them are resident in Isho quarters of Ubuluku Kingdom. So, I have done my research, and according to prominent historians who are authority in this field, people like Professor Emmanuel Nwafo Onwordi, documented that Ije, who lives in Enuani Igbo, was part of the people who came to fight the Adesuwa War to avenge the death of Princess Adesuwa, the daughter of Ezomon Uzebu, who was killed by her husband Obiolise. But then they were assimilated into Ubuluku when they lost the war and failed to defeat Ubuluku. they were assimilated. And then later on, Ije married a sister of Obiolise. Some accounts say the daughter of Obiolise. But whatever way it is, Ije is established to have come from Benin. He's also established to have married somebody from the royal family named Amesha. But what I want to find out, what drove us into this research is, let's establish cultural relationships. What are the cultural relationships between your lineage and the people of Benin Kingdom?
From what my uncle told me, Ije had a son, Joma. And Joma was the one who married the daughter of the king, Amisha. So they got married and had 3 sons, Waka, Chejine, and Modi. Our cultural relationship between Benin and Ndi Idumumije. First of all, Ndi Obele ni ozu mbọsị Eke, mana Ndi Idumumije ni mbọsị Nkwọ na mbọsị Oge. And right from when I was small, I did not really understand that practice as of then, but I know I have experienced it personally. Amadine, after burial, when it's Ozu, when we miss everything, even my father, as enlightened and educated he was, would still allow us to go and join them. So I don't know, in a circle, like a tray, but a clay tray. That's what I can remember. I think it's made from a clay. Oil lamp. Then mutene titie. Then shoot a manual. I don't know if it's real oil, but they will just lift it up and the madodonors are around. They will now be singing. I can't really remember the songs. I can't even sing them. But I know I remembered one because when I was talking with my uncle and he sang some of the songs, I know I could remember some of the songs he sang, even as a child then. I could remember it when we spoke the last time. So, whether or not they're like that, they will sit, sing that song and stay. As in, they will continue to sing songs and stay all through the night till the next morning. But even as a child then, the only color and those grown-ups, they will remain there till the next morning. And it's not, just like my uncle said too in the video, it's not Nadia Madokobundine, even women that from Umwije, that they have married out from Enuani, where if it's convenient for them, they will come. Yes, they will come.
What is this practice called? Okay, so in the book Sociology of Ubuluku Kingdom, Emmanuel Ikem and Obiadolwane describe this practice as people carrying half keg of water and then dancing around circles or something. I will put it in the proper documentary. Did you people in any way carry water?
No.
Okay, so explained in details how this practice is done. How the person who will even conduct it will have to go hungry and go for a fast until the practice is completed before the person can have a taste of food. So it is a very spiritual practice, and it is not done by the people of Ubolo Kingdom. And he also exposed something very, very unique. Do you know that these people do not live by just gerontocracy and ofo? All other communities, all other lineages in Ubolo Kingdom, their symbol of authority and leadership is ofo. Every lineage in Ubuluku Kingdom leads by the authority conferred by ofo. But I was just exposed to the fact that these people do not use ofo. That is the one they call ephod in the Bible. They do not use ofo at all as a symbol of authority and leadership. What do they make use of? It is there in the documentary. But can you shed more light? Did you listen to him when he said that you people do not use ofo? Were you not surprised?
Yeah, I was surprised actually. And that was my first time of hearing it. So from what he explained, that's what they use as their symbol of authority. And interestingly, from way back, they still have it, even up to the Diokma of today. So now, Oye bu Diokma Chisia, Eye with the next person, yeah. Just like that, they successfully passed it from one generation to the next generation up to this present generation. So that's
it is very, very interesting. What he called this material got me laughing. I almost rolled on the floor. He called it Nka. And I told him that Nka also is a very prominent known deity in Igbo land that helps people to engage in craft. It is even known in Yoruba culture as well, but we call it Nka in Igbo. It is also very, very shocking and similar the way themselves also call it Nka. That they rule by the authority of Nka, which is a metal that they use in their work of Etozo. Etozo is the work of sculpting, and he explained in details that it was the work of sculpting that brought them to Ubuluku Kingdom, that they are in charge of sculpting. Anything sculptural work that we see in the palace, that it was done by them. And there's no doubt about this. The other day, I posted a photograph of one apati, which they call in that place Epeti. And I was asking, how could these people be calling this apati an Igbo word in Benin? And it is not surprising now to see that the same people who do that work in Benin Kingdom are the ones who also do it in Ubuluku Kingdom. This also underscores the fact that Obiol is a truly diplomatic relationship with the people of Benin Kingdom for him to have invited people from that place. When we say Benin Kingdom, people usually say Benin. We should, as a matter of fact, be seeing it as Anidu that had Igbo people in it. You remember our people in Ibanke are still Igbo speaking people in that place. Please, I would like us to take time and watch this very beautiful documentary by the time we post it. This documentary will drop later the weekend. So anticipate it. What do you tell our followers to expect from that documentary? Because we're not going to talk, we're just going to post you and your uncle talking about the contents of that documentary.
So please take your time and watch the full documentary. Watch everything. And just like I said in the documentary, my name is Nwanneamaka. I cannot even understand if a Benin man tells me to come and bring this or go and bring this. So I don't think it's necessary regarding myself as a Benin person, even though my forefather came from Benin. So Boyo Bolo Gambo, name Boyo Bolo, Nadim Boyo Bolo, Bolo Kamas, Afam Boyo Apple.
Let's make this simpler. Of no Bolo Bolo Bolo. Are you Igbo?
Of course.
So you are no longer Benin? Or you were not Benin, or you have evolved to become an Igbo person. Let's understand.
I am an Igbo girl, or rather, I'm an Igbo woman.
I would have been surprised to see a certain Nwanneamaka who is from Benin, because there's nothing we cannot see from our Benin brothers. I have seen Ifechukwude who is from Benin. I have seen all kinds of names that are Igbo who claim to be. I have seen Achukwu who is a Benin. So there's nothing I have not seen on this internet space. Let's all please anticipate that video and look out for it. Thank you so much for following Enuani Cultural Forum. Please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly do so now and then scroll down to see many other interesting videos to watch. Thank you so much, and thank you, Nwanneamaka Onwordi. Thank you.
Bye.